This is Jackie, and I am with Radderall and Muzzy Fossa. How are we doing this evening, gents?
Doing good.
Doing really well. Yeah. We
Good.
just got our vinyl records in, so we're doing even better. Yeah, we just got them
Nice.
with this new record.
What do you think vinyl adds to your sound?
Definitely like a warmth, a little bit tightness to it. Kind of shaves off the harsh frequencies at the top, so it just gives it a more wholesome sound.
Yeah. I agree. I think so too. And I think if you're listening to like a physical record, just like in my own experience, being able to look at the record that you're listening to physically and being like, oh wow, like I can really connect with this based on the art, the inserts. You see the track list in front of you; it's all right there. There might be little descriptions and stuff like that. So yeah, I like the intimacy of it too is nice, and the warmth of it. It's just a great experience.
Yeah, that tangible quality is something we've lost.
Oh,
I don't know, at least a decade ago, if not more.
Yeah, totally.
You recently released the song Lana Lane. How does that track showcase the talents on your upcoming album, The Club is Open, that comes out on Halloween?
You want to take that one?
Sure.
Yeah.
A lot of our songs, I would say, are based on nostalgia. So that is like a street I grew up on. And I think, is that the cat?
Yeah, singing the song.
But yeah, a lot of our songs are based in nostalgia, and that one just kind of hit home, like literally.
Yeah.
So it was just a tune that came to mind, and he helped, kind of structure it. So
Yeah. We wrote the lyrics in mind and the structure in mind with like, you're waiting to go back home. So the lyrics are like waiting on the other side for her, which is Lana Lane, the street. So it's a love song kind of to that street.
Yeah.
And it's
to
good
your childhood or
to the childhood, to that feeling of being safe, to that feeling of wanting to go back to a time where maybe times were simpler. But it also could be, in terms of the concept of this record, it does sit a little further toward the end of the record, and that side is the club's closed. And we have a lot of themes of duality on the record, and one of those is life and death. And it could be one of those things where we don't know where we go when we're gone, but if it was back to that place, I think that could be nice.
That could bring us a little bit of hope these days.
Yeah.
Could use some. How is the new album an evolution of both of your sounds separately or as well together?
Oh wow, that's a great question. I love that question.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah,
that's a good one. We've definitely complement each other a lot on our songs. We're very much in the same galaxy, but two different planets. But we circle the same sun.
Yeah. Or maybe it's a moon sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But we definitely have a good chemistry when we work together. It just flows very well.
Yeah.
So
I would say so. Like with like Radderall solo stuff, a lot of our stuff is like, how many chord changes can we do? How many instruments can we add to this track? How dense can it get? Like think of like the Beach Boys' Pet Sounds or Smile. You can hear maybe like 70 tracks on that. But with this record, and Nate is more minimal in his production for this record. And so working with Nate and also Nate working with me, we kind of had to meet in the middle a lot of times on, let's just try this key change, or let's try this change in structure, but within the confines of the production, which Nate provides on this record, which is it's really cool. Yeah.
Let's talk about the concept album itself. Did it start with the concept? Did it start with the music? How did things sort of come together?
I would say a little bit of both. Like, I think originally helped him with one of his songs.
Yeah.
How Can I?
How Can I was our last record before this.
And then we just started having fun making music. And before too long, we were like, you know what? Let's just make an album. Then we would just talk more and more about it. I think we eventually did come up with like a concept of the club.
Yeah.
And always chasing something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The club is open is photo from a venue. It's like a sign that's in this venue called Ace of Cups. It's a neon sign to this back room, and I took a picture of it, and I think showed Nate, and we are like, huh. Like that could be cool. Like, and so yeah, that was like kind of like the inception of that title. But I don't know. We also just like making music together. Like we're really good friends, and like so, you know, we would just get together just to make music for fun. And eventually, we kind of realized that we were writing about, sort of a linear experience through time, and that we could look back on that and construct a story, but also that we had enough songs for an album.
And how integral is the visual component? Can it stand alone? Does it, obviously it complements or else it wouldn't be there.
Yeah, I think it's pretty important. I think the songs alone, they're very strong and they can definitely stand alone. But I think the visual component complements the tracks, especially as you could probably see, we're mimes on the album cover, and like that's meant to kind of conceptualize this place. When we enter this club in the videos, in the video series, we're looking for the club, we find the club. In the second video, then the third video, we exit the club, it's a strong tie-in to visually looking for something, finding something, and then what happens after you find it. So the aftermath of that, and then people can kind of look into that however they want to look into that.
Who's in charge of coming up with that visual concept, or is that also a collaboration?
Yeah, it's fully collaborative. Yeah, like we would get together, have drinks, and just we would brainstorm. We'd come up with storyboards.
Just sitting stuff.
Yeah, we were just constantly just talking, like, what if we did this? What if we did this? But that's not to say. So we have a friend in town in Cleveland. His name's Isaac, and he really helped kind of bring the videos to life with just the editing and the filming, and then shooting at some local spots was really helpful to kind of tie in the city aspect.
What role do music videos have now that MTV is officially retired?
They're reels.
Yeah,
TikTok.
reels.
You split them up in TikTok. I mean,
plus it was just fun to do. Like,
yeah,
it was just very interesting. I mean, I think we made pretty interesting videos nonetheless. Like, I think they're key to like the what we were envisioning for the record. So if they're not watched, whatever.
Yeah, totally. But yeah, and I think also as we went through the creation of the videos, it sort of did help us conceptualize more of the final product and like the vinyl too.
Mm-hmm.
Like we were still coming up with ideas even through that process of making the videos, and so it was a creative exercise to sort of see the concept through, which was helpful.
Yeah.
Do you have to keep short form social media in mind, like in the process, or is that something you at least get to wait until the product is done?
I didn't think about it at all. In the making of the videos, or even how long they would be or anything like that.
Yeah, I think we just were like, let's just make as much music as we can, and then we just
we were like, we don't have a deadline, no deadline, like we can spend as much time on this as we need. So but it was nice, at the end of the making of those videos to look back and have that
like sense of accomplishment,
but also like something to show for the music, because you could post a picture or something or content, but it's really nice to have, I think, a quality just visual to accompany music. I think the music and visuals, to me, I make videos myself on the side. I can't like say enough about that connection between sound and sight and feeling. It's powerful.
More senses. Yeah.
It's very cinematic. It sounds like you guys had a lot of freedom. And having a lot of freedom can be a very good thing, but it could also be problematic. How did you find a good balance to get the project done?
I think we had to do a lot of compromises.
Yeah.
But I think we're both relatively patient with each other. So
yeah,
we but yeah, there was definitely a lot of compromises. But again, we're good friends, and we were patient with each other throughout the progress. We never lost sight that we wanted this to happen. So
yeah, we were incredibly organized too.
yeah,
Like
there's like 10 giant Google Docs that this guy made.
yeah, like here we got to get these ideas down somehow, you know, and we would create shot by shots for each video after we had brainstormed enough to go in and be like, okay, we know we at least need this, and then to go from there. So yeah, it was nice to be able to direct the videos ourselves. That was interesting, because I've done it the other way around too, and I'm sure Nate has too, where you're not directing it and you're kind of at the behest of whoever is directing it. And sometimes that works out really well, and sometimes it doesn't. But then sometimes, you know, you direct a video and it doesn't turn out great. So there's things there both. But I think that we killed it, and yeah, I'm happy with the end product.
The sort of struggle between instant gratification and long-term happiness seems to be a thread that you sort of conquer. Is that something that's kind of in the forefront of your mind, or is that something that you are dealing with personally and kind of referring to?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I think we both have our own versions of struggling with, you know,
when you just put it out. I mean, we've been working on this for like what, 2.5 years, maybe
I think 3 years. Yeah.
So there was always this eagerness to be like, let's post it.
Yeah.
But we wanted to do it as right as we could this time. Otherwise,
yeah, the instant gratification of like, we could have put the album out a lot earlier too, to get that gratification for putting out the record. But I think maybe like conceptually, the chase between like, what's this thing I can get to that's going to create this really quick happiness for me, and then what's something that's I can invest in that's gonna like create this longer term happiness for me. And I think that sometimes the easiest way to think about the club is open is, you know, maybe searching for happiness, and there are different ways to go about that are going to create a better you. And sometimes you go back to the beginning and you try again, you go back to the beginning and try again, and hopefully you get further along as you go.
Absolutely. And you've worked together before. How do you think you've each benefited this time around from your collaboration?
I've definitely feel like musically I've like picked up some of his traits. I think vice versa probably too. We influence each other a lot, I think. In good ways, I would say. So
yeah,
I think I'm definitely trying things now, like in my own personal production, that I definitely like. That's such a Zach thing to do.
Like. Yeah, totally. And I can say the same thing. So like we've been recording like a Radderall album throughout this process too, and I definitely will stop myself from adding that extra, you know, tambourine or something, or you know, that extra synth layer, because it's like, do we really need that, or can we just pare it back down to what exactly do we need, and can we work with that? And that's definitely tone choice, and what needs to be there versus what doesn't need to be there is a strength of Nate's that I picked up on.
Speaking of paring it down, you mentioned some songs have up to like 70 layers.
Yeah.
How do you then translate that to a live show?
Oh my God. Well,
I would say most of those layers are like vocal layers, and because this dude will do like 30 harmonies.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for the harmonies from the Beach Boys. You know, I don't know. I think it's just okay to have something that is recorded that is different than the live version. I think trying to go in and recreate something that you created in the studio, if you recorded that way, yeah, you can do that. But you know, I think I've learned a long way from just playing live music that it's fun to just get a band involved and just do something totally different. And we definitely are able to portray that on stage. It's just a little more rock and roll, and a little less pared back, a little more pared back. Yeah.
Is there someone outside of the genres that you normally focus on that you would like to collaborate with for maybe a future project together?
Outside of the genre.
That's a tough question. I mean, we did pull, Milk.
Morning Silk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Morning
For
Silk.
a lot of the, I believe he plays guitar for the drums. I don't know, I would love to work with Mac DeMarco.
I mean, yeah,
we both love Mac, and I think on the album, he's a contemporary of ours that we kind of grew up listening to. But to work with him would be incredible, and I think there's a lot of similarities in what we did here to what he's done.
Love to work with Mac. Salami, Joe, Rose, Lewis. I would love to work with.
Yeah,
she's awesome.
Spirit of the Beehive.
That would be sick,
another one. Yeah, from Philly. They'd be great to work with too.
I always ask that question because I like to speak it into existence. So like make it happen. You said it, there we go. It's up to the universe to figure out the pieces that come together.
Yeah, totally.
I think you've got 4 videos out, if I'm not mistaken, for this album.
I believe 3.
5.
3 there, and there's 3 videos, and then we have one more coming out on the 31st.
Okay.
Yep.
So The Club is Open comes out on the 31st. What's up next, either leading up to the album release or right after?
Leading up, well, we're finishing the edits for the video for Duplicity Life, which is like a self-shot sort of prequel to the videos. It just kind of sets the stage a little bit for this scene of duality throughout the record. So we use a lot of like devil, angel, business, party, happy, sad imagery in the video. Then we'll release that. But we have our vinyl release parties in Cleveland and Columbus this weekend. So we just picked those vinyls up today, and we'll play 2 shows, one in Cleveland, one in Columbus, at the 5 O'Clock Lounge, and then at Land Grant Brewing Company. And then after the record, there's a tour that is going to happen for I think 8 dates, throughout the Midwest and kind of East Coast area. So that's what's up next.
Excellent. And The Club is Open comes out October 31st. Thank you so much to Radderall and Muzzy Fossa.
Yeah.
Have a great night. Thank you for the chat.
Yeah. Thanks. Nice to meet you.